Yo, Wackaflcka here. Hi. This is a full coaching session that I'm uploading. You don't have to watch it. I just do this every time so the people that I coach can go back and look at it. It's either private or unprivate. However, this guy didn't care, so I'm just uploading it so everyone can watch. It's a draven I'm coaching in like Diamond 4. It's mostly ADC concepts because he was asking me what I do to like gain the lead or how I play aggressive in lane. Because I played versus him one time and he fell far behind, so he was curious what I did. So we ended up having a coaching session and we looked over his game, and then we kind of tried to identify what you can do differently, as per usual. So yeah, hope you guys continue to have a good morning, evening, night, show and fit shit like that, and you guys enjoy this if you do continue watching or choose to watch this. Anyway, take care, and don't forget, I'm doing a giveaway currently. All right, let's get it started. But like, what made you want to get coaching, like to begin with? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I remember now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wait, just say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. Wait, just say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. What? Okay, hold on. Audio issues. Yeah. Why doesn't it work though? Wait, try this one maybe. What? Okay, hold on. Try now. Audio issues. Why doesn't it work though? Wait, try this one maybe. What? Okay, hold on. Try now. Audio issues. Why doesn't it work though? Wait, try this one maybe. What? Okay, hold on. Try now. Okay, I guess I add a new. Yikes. Okay, hold on.
Oh, no problem, it's fine.
Add new source. Okay, I guess I add a new. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it works apparently.
Wait. Try now.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Try now.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, okay.
Okay, now it works. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want my point of view.
Yeah, I kind of want to learn like more about how you view the game, you know?
Okay.
Because I feel like your playstyle is like very different, like the opposite of mine.
How would you describe your playstyle?
I mean, I don't take risks really, and the thing is, like, I could do a lot of more plays, I think, but I only do plays if I know they will work. Usually, and I feel like I need to get more perspective on what actually works, you know?
Okay.
Because I'm not really a risk taker. And that's weird because I play Draven, but yeah.
Do you watch any like Draven plays? And how do you feel like about your Draven? I see you playing Lethal Tempo, so do you feel comfortable with juggling axes?
No, that was when Draven was like absolute shit, you know, when the new patch came.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like playing a little funny build. But usually I go Hail of Blades, and now tried Conquer since it's extended fights more. Like Leaf of Temp I go as well now.
Okay.
Since it's more about like extended fights.
And CS, do you feel like you CSing well? Or is that
I mean,
also like you've played like passive and then
I think there's like a very easy pattern to see. If you scroll down, maybe like I think I see is better. Like a lot of the games that I don't turbo int. Like it's really hard, but I feel like I usually I'm around like 7 to 8 CS, but I don't know. These games have been a little bit of the fun.
okay. But is there any questions you had before we start?
I don't think so.
Because okay, basically what I do first is I just watch you play. I don't
Yeah.
really talk. I just watch your game, and then
Yeah.
I backseat you in my notepad.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we go over, and then after that we'll go into a game together, and I'll play support, and then try and help you like
I
kind of
see.
implement the things that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because obviously CS is one thing and others, right? And the int is one thing.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like wanting to take risk or like being scared, that's like
Yeah.
another thing because it has to do with like knowing your championing limits.
Yeah.
So like you have to like not be scared to like you have to kind of like flip it, you know, like 100 times.
Mm.
And then you're like, okay, nice. Now I know I can do this.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know the matchup, then you'll play scared, you know. Like if you
Yeah.
know that like what it takes to like win the matchup, then you just go, you know.
Yeah.
First go into practice tour and then share screen.
Right.
Okay. I just wanna see if it works.
And in game as well.
Yeah. Like I want
Right.
to see if I can see your cursor.
Mm.
Then I need to properties. Okay.
It works.
No. Try and share your screen instead of the game.
Right.
Okay, now I can see it.
Right.
Quality's kind of poop. Says it's high quality. Scam.
Wait, let me check. Stream quality. No, but it should be good now.
I try and put it to 30 FPS
30. Right.
and then try and stream. Yeah, okay, that's better.
Right. Exit.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And you mostly play draven only, or like what champions would you say most comfortable on?
I mean, it's really weird because I like utility. Like, I feel like everything about me is really not what an ADC is about, but I really enjoy playing ADC. But Jhin is like my most played champ overall.
Yeah.
Like Jhin, Kai'Sa, and Saya overall, I think are my most played ADCs through the times.
Okay.
And then I've played a lot of Draven as well.
Wait, let me pull up your other account.
Yeah. But that's the Cactus account.
Cactus.
Cactus, yeah, Cartus.
Oh, Cactus, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Cactus.
Burping cat. So you have like a catfish. Wait, but do you feel like you're doing better on that account though? Because you're higher rank.
I was Diamond 350 LP on that account.
Oh, did you decay?
Not really, like, I don't know. I started to play like just I don't know. I'm really inconsistent with how I play. I feel like that's also a thing.
There are some differences though with like certain ADCs, right? Like you say, Jin's like a utility ADC, and Twitch and Draven are kind of like other kind of ADCs where they can kind of floor it, you know, like pedal to the maximum. Whereas Jin can't
Yeah.
really, you can't really like go up to them and like sit and like constantly harass
Yeah,
them
yeah.
as easily because you
Yeah.
kind of do rely on some CC or
Yeah.
like other kind of setup.
I mean, I could just go Draven to make it like more clear because then
No, I
it's
mean you
more
can play
about
what you
aggressive.
want. I mean, obviously you should play it.
I think I learn more through playing Draven actually. Then because being aggressive is what I struggle with either way. So. And now it's really weird. Like I feel like I suck at mechanics, but at the same time, like different things that people think are really hard, mechanical things is what I think it's easy.
Hmm.
But I think I've never really tried to practice mechanics because I'm a really safe player, so I never try anything spicy.
Hmm.
Then it's kind of hard to learn mechanics as well.
I mean, there are certain lanes that are hard to like play aggro into. As an example, Karma's a good example of a champion that is not
Yeah.
that easy to punish or do anything against. And like even if I play
Yeah.
against like say someone that's like gold and they're playing like Karma Estral, then it's gonna take me sometimes like a long time until I can actually start killing them.
I see. Yeah.
And like Nautilus and like these champions, like there's just no way around it, you know. You have to like kind of
Yeah.
respect them anyway.
Yeah.
Have you tried Twitch though, or have you not tried at all?
I dropped Twitch when I kind of started to realize that because I use the kite button that I can't like I need another input, you know, before
Yeah.
I auto attack. So I can basically just play AP Twitch.
Have you tried the right click or like left click? Sorry.
Danny told me about it, but it's like really fucking weird if you're not used to it.
Okay.
And it feels like I'm kind of committing to one particular champ then.
So you click A and then left click.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to do that for a really long time actually. I mean, it's not that bad and
I see.
it works if you're gonna play
I see.
ADC.
Yeah.
Because that gives you kind of more control when you like press the A, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I think most high elo ADCs also use it.
Mm-hmm. I think most people tend to have like all of them or like use the variation of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, there is without showing the range as well, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But still using the two inputs. But I like
Yeah.
having the range.
Yeah, I have that too when I do A.
Yeah. Actually, meanwhile, while we are in the queue, this came when I got fisted, you know, beside a
Mm-hmm.
Twitch game. What's my win con in a game like that, where I get cheese 24/7? What would you say since you're a Twitch main? What is like the big counter there?
Like against like me if
Yeah,
you're playing
against it. Yeah,
at the
if I would
start.
like no overall, like through the laning phase or the game, like how would I win against you?
Before or after your 0-6?
I mean, overall, I would say.
Okay.
Like, what would you say is the best way to win against yourself?
Hmm.
Now I'm doing the coaching. The questions.
Like the biggest thing, like even me, right? Like if I'm behind to something and someone has like a lead on me, there's like sometimes I'll flip it early game, lose, they have 2 kills, and then it's always about like what do I need to like beat them now, or like what items do I need? Like when can I actually fight them? You know, it's like you're playing Saya as an example with Eclipse, so you can burst me, like
Yeah.
so like playing to a 6 at least, and then try and play like around your ultimate, and then getting something off. If you're like doing 1v1 situations,
Yeah.
when it comes to like outside of the game, like not stepping up and going somewhere where you can get caught, because you know I'm like constantly like fishing mid lane, mid game, waiting for like 2-3 people to like step past the turret mid lane and just walk into the middle of the lane, and then I open and like try and get 1 or 2, you know.
Yeah.
I also probably would have gone exhaust myself. I don't think I would have took cleanse.
I don't remember why I went to cleanse actually.
Might have been because of the Elise and the Nivea.
Ah, yeah.
My
Yeah,
Elise
my
said
plan
PTA.
that game, like, my plan behind that game was we have an Akshan top lane. We already have like a marksman damage dealer. So I will kinda be like sit back, Lefel Saya with
Mhm.
cleanse and my ult and just chill, kinda. But that still relies on my Akshan playing good, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there is definitely a point where Saya Lulu can beat Twitch Yumi. It's not necessarily level 1, because Twitch should win level 1 with Yumi against most things. If the Yumi auto attacks at least. But at like level 3, or like those levels, I think Saya can win, because she has like insane damage with all of her spells, W, E, and she has the root. So like, I would say that Saya Lulu is probably like stronger laners, like before 6. Not like level 1, but like when it comes to level
Yeah, I
3,
understand, yeah.
you have to like respect the stealth. Like if I go stealth, then you can't walk up and take
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 autos.
Yeah. Ah, well.
I
It's
mean,
the 6 incident.
yeah,
Whatever.
Stain is looking kind of 8. Yeah, I'm gonna not say that much this game. I might ask you questions or something, and then other than
Yeah,
that, I'll just write down. I just want to kind of like
right.
get in your head.
Right. Yeah, this is a thing also that happened in the game we played. You know, when you stand in this bush,
Mm-hmm.
like it's really common for ADCs to stand in this bush, but every time I stand in this fucking bush, I die. Like, am I supposed to stand up here, or where do you think?
I'm usually AFK until the 1 minute mark.
Ah, I see.
But yeah, you should stand there
Yeah,
if you're gonna stand somewhere, of course.
yeah.
And take out the audio.
Right.
You have game sound on, right?
Yeah, I have games on. But the thing is, I'm streaming my screen, yeah, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll just make sounds.
Yeah, exactly. Just put on some. Yeah,
Like
that will be great.
okay, I wouldn't have watered that though,
Right.
but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
The reason you shouldn't have warded at the beginning is because it's very nice to have the ward for the bushes here. Because I play for lane a lot. So having the ability to ward your bushes here is actually a huge
Here the
advantage.
wave crashed way too early, right? Or is it fine that it reset?
It's fine.
Right.
Kind of just depends on where your plan is.
Yeah. Overall, a lane like this will be hard to punish, right? What would you say?
You definitely have options or like ability to do it, but it's like a bit early into the game, you know, like level 1.
Yeah.
Because then it's very weak, like level 1, 2, 3.
Here they will just look to reset, right? And there's not much I can do.
Yeah, at this point you can't really do anything other than to take the wave.
Yeah.
6 as TP, right?
Yeah, TP. Oh.
Sorry again, there's no game sound, but we're sharing the screen, so I'm not sure why it's not streaming. Makes it kind of awkward, but It's what it is. Sometimes it just do be like that, you know? But basically what I'm doing at the moment is I just want to see how he lanes, how he plays without like any influence of me. So I can actually just see what he does. Because if I corrected him now, then okay. Because if I corrected him like now, I wouldn't be able to find all of the mistakes or like things that I would want to see, you know? So by letting him play how he plays normally, it allows me to um, see the most from what he's doing wrong and good. So that's an example. Like he's pretty good with his micro. Like he can move his character quite well. He's not struggling too hard with picking up axes. Right, so he's not too bad at like the movement kind of part of the game, right? Like whereas some people might struggle with auto attacking, as an example, in scenarios like this here. Even in like plat 1 or something, some people will be more stuttering when they're moving. But he seems quite like fluid in his movement in this sense. Right, so that's not really like what I'm looking for here. So I know that he has like those capabilities. But like what I'm seeing so far from what he's lacking is mostly like the lane states and what he should do to like push his advantage, you know? Or like what kind of windows he should be looking for. He's kind of just clearing the waves and not really having any set plan in his mind, you know? And that's something I find important if I'm playing Twitch as an example. If I'm being pushed in constantly, then I need to think like, do I need to reset or like what's happening, you know? Like now he's level 6. But if he was like level 4 before this or 5, you know, then he's gonna hit level 6. And if he hasn't recalled before that, then the question becomes, should I recall before we both hit 6, meaning me and Renata and the enemy? Or should we like try and look for a play at level 6 with the current items we had? But what you can see here is he had no mana, right? He was just being shoved in, he couldn't really do anything. Luckily Wukong came to...
6 is starting to get low mana. Is my goal here to try to slow push it and reset?
help him before you go reset. I mean, I just wanted to do what you feel like you want to do, and then we'll talk about it later. Because I want to get an idea of like what you would do, you know?
Yeah, I see, I see.
So like again, he's feeling quite comfortable in the way that he's moving his character. He's weaving auto attacks while kind of juggling in between the tower and playing to like the kind of like risk point, you know? So like basically up until now, like the biggest thing I'm getting, or like the thing that I would like hope the most, is like knowing what to do or how to play the lane and how to look for opportunities. So what kind of opportunities to look for, you know? Yeah. I'm doing alright. I'm chilling in doing coaching. Just watching him play at the moment and taking notes. So I'm not going to be able to respond that much because I'm trying to pay attention to the game here. Did you see where Senna was?
Where Sana was? No, but she was probably on her way back, but I guess.
Wait,
But
say
I
again?
would just. She was probably on her way bot lane.
So you didn't see that she was top, yeah?
No, no, not recently. No.
Okay.
If you mean like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, while you were leaning against Stiggs.
Oh yeah, but that was I didn't even go in because of Graves was bot side.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an idea of...
Oh yeah, no, I saw Sana top side, but I saw Graves as well.
Yeah. So what's your plan now?
I mean, there's no reason for me to go here. I'm pretty sure 6 will be there in 1 second. Get some CS until Drake is up.
Okay.
Otherwise it would be go to get mid turret, but it doesn't seem like Anivia is willing to go bot. I did not see that word. It's fine. Did not see that word.
I mean, you still have the scrying over there that you can use.
Yeah.
Okay. Big.
Well, I just reset it, there's nothing for me to do.
Sell your potion and buy boots, please.
Boots?
Yeah, sell your potion and buy boots. Oh.
Ah, yeah. You wanted me to go back, I see.
Yeah, it's fine now.
No,
Hopefully.
it's fine. I will remember this as the day I will sell boots. I mean, I will sell pots for boots. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but that's also a thing. Like, I've heard that before, but now it's like even more clear. Like, I usually sell like refill, and the Doran's played way too late. I think.
Mm.
Like, I sit on them way too long.
First tab first. Nice, thank you. What's your plan now?
My plan?
Uh-huh.
I mean, right now I need to take mid turrets, like
Yeah.
protect it. And I mean, bot lane is kind of going a little bit crazy. I mean, I should probably play with my team.
Maybe.
Since I'm draven and I'm kinda getting outscaled a little bit by the 6. But that's just a theory though. Just a theory.
Yo, thank you for the full man. I'm basically just backseat gaming in now, just getting an idea of what he's doing, and then we're gonna talk about the game after.
Oh, well, I guess. I guess I should move top lane and become takes mids.
Hold tab. Okay. Yeah.
But here I'm not gonna lie, here I'm clueless. Like, the only thing I can see is for some reason they would just flip the Baron and we could fight, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like now the game I've already fucked it. Like I was too passive early, and I should have grouped earlier probably.
I mean, you still have a lead, so I mean, like personally, you have a lead.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you did not see that either. It's fine.
No. I was just kind of fed.
Yeah. Mundo going crazy. I like it.
And there goes where it pleases, man.
Yeah. Okay. It's fine. We got a flash. We can abuse that. Lol. I mean, Nivea should be bot now, right? Just shadowing kill.
Either Mundo or Olivia, depends.
Well, I guess I go bot lane then. But Nivea should go mid now. Now it's kind of wasting time top lane, but yeah.
Hmm.
And Baron is uncontestable probably. Oh.
Yeah.
Helos no ults. He does have flash though.
The fuck?
Fine, it's fine.
You feel like you're playing like normal now, or do you feel like you're kind of like overly focusing on certain things?
I would say like I'm probably like trying to think more now. So I'm probably overthinking it, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, if I would have played Jhin this game, it would have been like, I think when I played Jhin I have a much clearer way to see the game.
Yeah.
But that's just because the champ is fucking piss easy as well, so. Okay.
Sorry again for no sound, by the way. But it is what it is. So when you press tab now, what do you look for?
A level.
Okay.
6 items. Drakes. Drake timers. I mean, so yeah, this game looks a little funny, but it's fine. I mean, when Wukong gets Hex Drinker, or I mean, Ma is really strong, so maybe that would be like some type of go button. I don't know.
For Wukong.
Not a win con, but like a go button to engage, but yeah.
Hmm.
Really? Okay. I mean, for normal ADCs, yeah. But the thing with Draven, with Hail Blades at least, I think, at least personally, I mean, other people might have different ideas here, but like, as an example, they have Senna, right? Really squishy. It kind of like depends on the lead you have, you know? Like, if you're like playing a normal game, then Last Whisperer can be a good thing, you know? But if you're like pushing a lead or something, or like you have like a certain thing, then buying Collector can also be a good thing, you know? Because it's a bit of a snowball item. But like on most ADCs, like Twitch as an example, I would definitely agree. But I do think that Draven becomes a bit of an exception. Sometimes at least. But Last Whisperer is better in general, yeah. It's just that he also has Eclipse and other items too. It's just I'm just writing it down to like give an idea, or like to open up like eyes to be, you know, to like gain some perspective of or ideas as to what to do. Or what you can do, rather. And why. Okay, huge.
Okay.
Alright. This point we just give it now. They just burst it.
I would have tried to get that earlier.
I see.
Push Kale out or something.
Alright.
Okay.
Renata ult.
Nice.
I mean, mid turret would have been nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm saving elixir for next game, don't worry.
Hmm?
I'm saving elixir for next game, don't worry.
Okay, I didn't write down the notepad.
I see, I see. Now I'm just gonna help you out a little.
No, I did.
Oh, well. We'll just reset whatever.
Mundo doesn't really give a fuck, does he?
No, he seems to be chilling a little.
Oh!
This game might take a while. We'll
No.
see. It's fine though.
Yeah,
Just put on some lo-fi, relax.
not using music. I'm gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, I see. So I just give her gold so she gets death cap.
Yeah, I mean, you need like, what, 2k gold and a bit more for your item.
Yeah. Okay, this is where we change history.
Okay.
All me.
This is the third Baron.
Well. Hey, what the fuck's going on mid? Oh, well, okay. Okay. Don't know how much we get out of this push either way, but
First stab? Okay. What do you want to do now?
now I would reset real quick, but they might do the fight before.
What can you do to prevent that?
I could stay or ping them off like this.
Yeah.
I could use the helpful pings.
I would suggest other one though, like red marker and like that one, yeah.
Like Mundo is doing, yeah.
Yeah.
You did
Mundo
not
big
see
brain.
that. Yeah. Ja, the 6 damage auto attack. Hmm.
What?
You didn't see it?
Oh, it's type B?
No, it's good that you didn't see it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, what happened?
No.
I mean, I'm gonna look
Well,
after.
yeah. Well, so I might have flashed in to the wall here, trying to flash over to get Kale.
Okay, I didn't see that
Yeah.
then.
It's fine. It's fine.
Because everything leading up to the dragon, and that is kind of like what matters to me.
Mm.
The fight itself is.
Yeah. No.
Don't split away from the team now.
Yeah.
If you want to go top lane, then you need to ping your team and take them top lane with you.
Yeah.
This is not the time to be a hero.
Yeah. But like, isn't this push just useless to be mid?
I mean, top lane is slow pushing, it's fine, no?
Right.
So now you can like rotate back and forth.
Yeah.
The only thing I would be careful about is bot lane, since Kill
Can
might
push,
TP
yeah.
and go for an end. Oh,
No,
she
she
doesn't have
doesn't have
TP.
TP.
Never mind. But those are the only things you need to think about. If someone can like TP or do something cheesy, otherwise you're fine.
But now the Elder is gone, so not really a reason to be here without the wave.
What a game.
Yeah. Enjoyable to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. This is exactly why you stream coaching. To get the peak content. Whatever. It's fine.
No, I would not do that. You don't do that.
Okay.
You could have worn RFC or something as an example, but I wouldn't have gone for it.
Yeah.
It's a stopwatch.
Yeah.
Nice exhaust. Lifesteal minions or something. Jungle camps, whatever.
Yeah. Right. Oh, well, lol. Oh, lol.
Eclipse will do more damage. Carlos will maybe do more damage too. The only question is, should he sell boots and then get 100% crit? Like, that's the only
Darn is a
reason to
better
get
call
shield
here,
low.
since they have 6 and they will just boom the wave.
Yeah, he has no ulti, so can't really take the Baron.
Yeah.
Just depends what Nivea wants to do. Okay. So you can sell boots and buy RFC as an example. Or you can buy Collector as another example. But RFC is nice because they have long range and you can poke and you one-shot people almost, right?
Right. How do you view Garden Angel as an item, like overall? How do you view it?
It's fine on Draven, but you could
No,
sell...
not on Draven, like overall, I mean. Like, when do you think it's a good item?
I'll take it after.
Right. Here it's just better to push mid.
Mundo's TPing, so
Someone
don't.
of them.
Stall.
Yeah.
Try one-shot it. Ooh. That's actually a bit of a risky TP by Mundo.
Mundo is not tank enough for the job.
Sad game. Was looking kind of good there for a moment, you know? Yeah, they would have, or they wouldn't have got Dragon at least. I have no idea why Mundo did that. I wrote like these things down now. Which account we on again? We're on
Robbery cat.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the toilet quick.
Alright.
And then you can just skim through this, and then if you have any questions about what I wrote down, then you can ask that. And then after that, I'm gonna go into the game and then just go through some of it. Okay, questions?
No, I think it's like pretty basic to understand, I would say.
Okay.
Like a lot of shit I did was brilliant.
Can bring up.
But also, like I can see a pattern. Like I don't play to a win condition, and I don't have like a game plan. And yeah, that's kind of the pattern here. Also, like I'm doing random shit a little bit like that.
Can you see my cursor now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Or no, I can't see your cursor, but I can see the stream.
Can you see the
Oh,
cursor?
no, I can. No, I can see the cursor and a smiley as well. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Okay.
that the reaction of you? Would it like go down like a sad smiley?
So the thing here, right? And the reason why I ask people why they want coaching is because like you can't teach everything in one session. I mean, we can go over everything, but like there are certain things that are like a bigger factor than others, and like those are the things that I won't like mostly mention because they are the ones that are gonna have the biggest impact. And then if you want coaching as an example, right, then the main idea is that you would have a lot of sessions and then improve and improve and improve, right? So like when you feel like you're stuck again, then you would maybe get coaching again, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like the only reason or the way of like doing a functional session or like coaching session without just having one is like you need something longer. Like you can't just have this one game here, go for it, because it can be a bad game and you get nothing shown, and then you paid $30 right for like an hour session, one game, and they go through it, and then you feel like you didn't really get to show anything. Which is why I at least do 2 games, so you like should get something out of it, you know, and not necessarily feel the need for another one. First thing, just a ward.
Yeah.
Like it's fine, it's okay if you want to do it, but it's like it's not. You're not playing for yourself then, you know. Like if you want to like be a strong player and like be someone that like punches people and plays aggro or like something, then you need to play for lane, and you're not really playing for lane here. You're just playing not to die.
Yep.
And like there are ways to avoid this here, like by putting down the ward here, or like not putting down. You can't just walk down here and then walk to lane. Like you should still make it to the lane, you know. Or you can alternatively, what I do is I walk down here. Right, and I'll walk like this and then through the thing here and then to lane.
Yeah.
Right. Like I wouldn't do that. And again, you're playing draven, so I doubt especially Senna and Siggs will do that to you. So it kinda just depends, right?
Yeah.
And we'll get into why after. But first, matchup. Do you feel like you change your playstyle depending on who you're playing against? Like, hey, you're playing against Siggs and Senna. But like if you're against, do you feel like you consider the lane any different to try to play the waves differently depending on what you're playing against, or do you just feel like you kind of just autopiloting CSing?
I mean, I think if I go into like third person of myself, it's normally like I play different for different lanes. But then when I start to take like a lot of damage, I become like this turtle, you know, I just turtle up with my shell. So it doesn't matter, I would play like the same passive no matter what.
Okay, but take this scenario here. When you walk into this lane here, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to do now? Like, what are you thinking?
I mean, normally like Siggs has TP, so I don't know if slow push, then crash the cannon wave on like a slow push. If that could be like a possibility.
No possibility. Like, what in this game here? Like, what did you want to do? What were you aiming to do? Like, when you were playing this game here, like, what was your plan? Like, as you went through this here?
I had no game plan, I think.
Because you asked me like about the wave after you shoved this one in, and you were like, "Is it fine or is it not?"
Yeah.
So you didn't really like think anything, right?
No.
Okay. Again, the main problem and why I don't want coaching everyone, because I mostly feel like I can give the most value out of someone wanting coaching with Twitch, right? Because I have the most knowledge here. So like again, if you were like having Porn Sicilian or like a Draven OTP, right? Like they would be able to tell you a lot more general. But like how I would play this lane here as Draven, right? Is you're looking at what champions they're playing, right? You see Siggs and Senna. So this lane will apply the same. They're both squishies, basically. Like if you consider like plate users, melee, or like cloth users, you know, these would both like categorize if you're thinking like MMORPG as like cloth users, right? Whereas someone like Leona or Nautilus, someone would be more like a plate user, you know, be harder to like wear down or do something to.
Yeah.
So someone like Senna or Siggs, like you can chunk like half the HP level 1, you know, no problem. And they can't really punish you either. Because Siggs, as an example, he doesn't even have auto attacks almost. He just has one auto and then his Q, and then his trading pattern is kind of done, you know?
Yeah.
and you're playing Draven Hill Blades.
Yeah.
Right. So when we're going to this lane now, why I wouldn't want to use his ward, because I would want to use his ward for my lane and to like
Rush control.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
you'll notice here when you play this game that Senna's gonna linger in this bush here.
Yeah.
And when you don't have a ward there, you're kind of just allowing her to do this, and she can punish you, right? And you can't really punish her back because you don't have vision on her.
Yeah.
Right. So like I would walk into this lane here. Second, like even here at this point here, like you can either just, if you have 1x, you might want to like wait for 2, right?
Yeah.
Because then you can wait. We can just play this here. Let's look at your cooldowns here. I mean, it's 10 seconds. Right, but like even at this point here, they were trading, right? So you could have like sacrificed this few CS to like do 3 auto attacks on Senna, and she would have lost like this much HP maybe.
Yeah.
Right, because you would get 1 auto with axe and then 1 without, pick up your next axe and then get an axe, right? It's like in the lane against 2 cloth users on Draven, I generally, personally when I play, is I would look for an early like kill, you know?
I see. Yeah.
So I would want to chunk them a bit now, and then I'm playing for level 2. Because then you get your W and you can chase them down. And then you kind of want to just wear them down a bit until then, meaning get some HP down, you know, get them inside the range. It's like at this point here, there's not really much they can do. So like even at this point here, you could like play almost here, you know. So then you can juggle between CS and hitting them. Whereas you're also like denying them access, and if you have this bush warded, then they can't really play around that bush here. So this becomes unavailable for them. And like the only place they can be then is here. So like you could like instantly like deny them like almost half the lane like instantly, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
Because like now you're kind of just playing back and just letting them do the thing here.
Yeah.
And then like you're shoving too hard, you know?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Happened.
Because like you want to keep the lane here, but then just stay here or something, or like alternatively on this side here in the bush, and then like punish them early game, you know?
Yeah.
Try and get like an early lead. Like you look here in 1 auto, and then you possibly maybe could have got another one off if you walked earlier, so the X would have come further ahead.
Yeah.
Right, you see Renata's playing quite aggressive here, so like if you would have been able to play with her, you guys definitely would have been able to like punish them a lot more early game, because they did misplay here a lot.
I see.
So it's important to have that in mind. Like, of course, if you're playing against Nautilus or something, you have to be a bit more careful. But again, against someone like Nautilus, bush control would be even more important, because there's nothing worse than sitting here and trying to lane while there's Nautilus in this bush here, unwarded.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if he's on this side, what he's going to do, you know? And then you can push him out of the bush again. And of course, the only disadvantage to using mostly wards in the lane is that you might be ganked because you don't spend your wards on the bushes here, right?
Yeah.
But that's just what it means to play for lane. So you just generally want to have an idea what you're doing. This probably is one of the worst alternatives. But then we'll continue here. So like, okay, we'll categorize it like this. Opportunity number 1 against this lane. Fight them early game, kill them then, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Your alternative number 1 has now failed. So now you need to think in your mind, if you want to play aggro and like dominate the lane or kill them a lot, it's like, what's your second one? Like, what's the next opportunity here? Like, what's the next window? Like, this is gonna fail a lot, right? Like, this early fighting, like, you're not gonna necessarily be able to kill them even. So, like, then your next thing is gonna be in your head, like, what's next? You know, like, what's my next kind of window here, right? Like, what am I looking for next? Do I want to just keep pushing them in? Alternatively, maybe go look in the jungle, you know, play a bit for the team. Or another example, if you want to like slow push some big waves, you can like poke them on the turret. Draven's also really good at that. I'm sure you can watch Porn Sicilian or any old VODs of Draven's like literally just harassing people on the turret, you know, like just playing range. And what you want to do then is you want to sit on this side here, and then the turret range is obviously going to be somewhere in this area here, right? So you like sit here with the axes, go in, auto them once, walk out again, and then every time just back and forth, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll do the same thing on Twitch. But like draven is like even worse because he deals even more damage. And against champions like this, not being alone now on Nautilus is someone that can like hook onto you, you can't really get punished that much. I mean, obviously the only thing they have is the Senna route. Other than that, they're kind of just free to get poked. And they can't really run away from you because you have your movement speed steroid. So now you're getting worn down a bit. So like the question is now, what should I do? When should I look for a recall? Because obviously you can't kill them now. Like past this gank here, no matter how long you stay in lane, and you're not going to be able to kill them. It's like now it's just about like when should I reset? Because at this point here, you need to look for a reset. Because like this opportunity or like the chance you've had to do something in this lane is kind of past. In this moment here, like it's just about like resetting and then
stop the bleed.
Yeah. So now you have to reset, and then you can like then it's like stage 2, you know. But like stage 1 didn't succeed. Now you have to recall and then kind of like reset the stage. Right. It's like obviously you have to take this wave here because it's fucking massive.
Yeah.
But like the thing you need to have in your mind now is resetting. This wave here is fine, and like as an example, you could have reset on the next one, because on 5:30 now, as you see, it's going to be cannon wave. So they're going to be slower on pushing that. And obviously, right, you have to reset now. After you reset, you're going to be level 4, depending if you reset now or when you do. But then in your mind, you need to think, okay, when's the next time we can look for something? What needs to happen? I mean, obviously, Wukong saved you here. He ganked and it went very well. It's like, that's an opportunity too. Another players, you can get shoved in and just like harassed, you know, and just survive and wait for a gank. Like you can play for the jungler to like do something too. That's fine. So like then you're like, okay, I'm gonna let them shove in and then let the jungler know that he can come gank, and then that's just setting up ganks for your jungler. Like that's an acceptable playstyle too. Or like an alternative on like succeeding in lane. That's fine too. So like then, as an example, you shove this wave here, then it's going to slow push towards you again. So then if it's going to slow push back towards you, that means that they're going to be here again. And that means that Wukong can come again and gank, right? So you can always like, that's like another thing. You can learn how to play, like, set up for your jungler.
Yeah.
But like in terms of killing them 2v2 now, your next alternative is when? Like when do you feel like on the reset here, like when would you want to look for an all-in? Like when's your next kind of like minor spike, you know?
It's Dirk. I think I bought Dirk and refillable now.
What happens on next level?
It's level 6 with the Executioner, but the passive isn't stacked. But it's level 6.
Yeah. It's like that is another window, because you get a lot of damage level 6, right? You shouldn't necessarily need the execution. Like, you flash the center route and alternatively the 6W if you want to play really aggressive. That's where you would have to flash, like either the route or the knockback, and then you can just run them down and fist them. You have exhaust. Sorry, my pizza's down. Okay. Right, so like that's what you'd have to do here. Get level 6. Like Senna went full attack damage even. She didn't even go locket here. She doesn't have Guardian, she has fleet footwork. She's squishy as fuck. It would be an entirely different story here if she went a Guardian and locket.
Yeah.
But you can like free shot her almost. But again, that comes down to like matchup knowledge, you know. So like it just comes down to playing enough games then.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I'm going through these different scenarios is because this is what you need to have in mind in your lane. You need to have a plan. Like when
Yeah,
can
but
I?
it's good. It's good. I understand.
Hmm?
No, I think it's good.
Okay. Because there's so many opportunities, like things you can do, right? Like you die twice, right? Like maybe you shouldn't fight aggro there. Maybe you should play around the jungler and like set up a wave or something, you know? Like there's so many. I'm just telling you like all these different scenarios of like how you can kill them or like do something, just to give you an idea of like what you need to think about, like play the lane, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like here, right? They have no root, right? You kill them, easy PC. See if we can see how fast, like how much damage Stana takes here. 1Q. Just to give you an idea of like how squishy she is. Like Draven has like lots of small spikes against squishies at least, right? He has his E interrupt, he has his Q, which like makes you deal more auto attack damage than anyone else in the game at this point, right? Like there's no one else gonna be able to like rival you in a 1v1 auto attack scenario.
Yeah.
Besides like maybe Tristana with like bomb or something, or Samira maybe, or but that's gonna be because of other things. So yeah. See, you chunked like I'm not sure what I'm gonna call that. 1/4 almost.
Yeah, that's quite some damage right there.
Right, then you're level 5. So like imagine this lane if you were level 6 by yourself. You have Hail Blades, you do 3 auto attacks on her, E, and then ulti and she's dead almost. And the only thing you would have to do is like flash the vital thing, which be like the root or stun from or knockback from 6.
Yeah.
It's like it's important to like have these things, and I constantly have in my mind, like even if I enter something, I get upset, I'm like tilted, but it's like it's fine. We'll get level 6, and then we'll flip it again, you know. It's like as an example, when I played against you, if I would have died, then I would have like fought by like another scenario, like when I can win, you know, Yumi ultimate, level 6, play the distance, pre-charge the ulti, root you, and then auto attack you, right? And then like this.
You always have some type of game plan in the mind.
Yeah, I died twice, fine, they have shutdown, but now it's just about how do I get that shutdown, you know?
Yeah.
So again, the only thing that matters here when it comes to the lane is understanding what you want to do with the lane, you know? If you want to like push them constantly, like shove them under turret, it's important that you do like slow pushes so you can like punish them under the turret by like doing the back and forth weaving. If you're letting them slow push towards you, as an example, intentionally, that would mean that you would like perhaps want the jungler to come gank, right? Or if you're keeping the lane still in the middle here, or like somewhere where they feel comfortable to the degree where they'll at least stay in the lane, that means that you might be looking for like an all-in or something, right?
Yeah.
So depending on what you choose to do or like how you play, you just need to think. Maybe you want to reset, so then you slow push again, or there's lots of things you can do with the wave. But like as I said, like this is the worst one probably. Like from the early decision of what you want to do with the wave. Because the second best scenario here is that you don't kill this one fast, you take this one slow, because the next one's going to be cannon. So when that cannon wave comes, you crash that wave. And
Yeah,
what happens on that wave? Most likely we'll see here when the cannon wave comes. So we're going to like imagine now a different scenario here. You're slow pushing, slow pushing, slow pushing, slow pushing this wave, slow pushing. And that now is like kind of like when you've pushed this into the turret. Like now this wave plus the wave that existed here before, like this is when you would like push it into the turret, right? So that means that their bot lane would have to respond in CS here, but then you also see the junglers here. So what does that mean? That means that you and Renata, as an example, could walk up here into the blue, hit the Skryre, and you can like start fighting here, disturbing the jungler, you know? Perhaps Wukong start the blue buff or something, like, and you can put down wards here, perhaps kill the jungler, tilt him, you know? Like, there are lots of things to do. Like, that depends. Like, if you fail, like, the early all-in, like, a slow push would then be good, because that allows you to walk up here a bit and get some control of vision in the jungle. And alternatively, also maybe kill the jungler. But crashing the second wave is, yeah, again, not that great. Because you don't get to
Yeah.
do anything with it, because the wave is too thin for you to be able to punish them under the turret. It's like you can't like weave autos and like punish them and auto-attack them in the turret, because the wave's gonna die too fast and you don't have enough minions, you know?
Yep.
Like it's kind of, you don't really have anything to do with that wave. It's like the first two waves is all about getting level 2 first and like trying to get play or something, or alternatively, if you're the opposite side that is not getting level 2 first, your play is then to play safe and like wait until the wave resets again and then kind of look for another play again. But anyway, laning phase kind of comes to an end here when Senna comes top lane. And you do have kind of like a lead here, or you're equal at least. You had the kill, which is why I kind of said I had the lead here. But like an acceptable thing to do here is just to play safe and just keep the like gold that you have and just scale into layer.
Yeah,
And just play the map now.
Mm.
Like past this point here. Like not exactly now, but like as the game continues forward. Because what's gonna happen now soon is Drake's gonna spawn, right? So it would be a shame to flip for something now, considering that you know a team fight's about to ensue soon. So just maintaining your lead and getting as strong as possible now until the 14-minute mark, which is 1.5 minutes until the dragon spawns. So that's kind of like what you want to look for then. And you don't necessarily have to fight now because you are already like as strong as you should be, or stronger than you would normally be, because you do have a Q and decent CS.
Yeah.
And that's always what League's going to be about. Like outside of like fisting and getting lots of kills, it's always about like what's next and how do I perform the best and what do I need to like win that situation, you know? So it's always like Drake's towers, these things, and then when you decide what you want to commit for, it's all about like what do I need to make this play work, or like what do I need to do this here, you know? And I'll show some certain points as we go through here of like a situations of what you could have had or done to succeed at a certain point. Because there are a few moments here, especially the one Baron I know. So the dragon spawns, just to go through here. But just to take away here now, of right, major, lane, understanding. I'll expand on that later. I just do write some certain things here, like the bigger problems and then the smaller ones. And we'll just get to that. But yeah. As I said, I'd muted then, but your micro is quite good. You know, you control your character quite well. Just you seem a bit clueless in the map in general.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And look at your money here. You did reset, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with the items at this point either. Alright, then dragons about to spawn. So like this is the first point where I'm talking like certain things you need before next dragon. You played well, you farmed, you didn't commit anything or waste anything until this dragon spawned. That's good. But like there are some things you could have got here before this dragon that would have gained you a small advantage, which is, as an example, boots.
Yeah.
Right? Because Siggs has tier 2 boots now. Senna has swiftness boots. Tristana has boots. Graves has boots. Kale has boots. It's like you're not going to be as able to catch up to them or play alongside them because they're going to have more movement speed than you. It's like basic boots is very important when people start to get tier 2s at least. In lane, it's fine, but the second you start to like come into the map play, it's a good idea to at least have basic boots, even though you are playing Draven and you do have the auto attack steroid or movement speed steroid on your W.
Yeah.
It's like the one mistake here, you didn't get boots for this dragon. Because this was going to be a team fight, or it could have been, you know? So having boots here definitely would have helped a lot. It's like resetting some moment around here, or like the second you hit 300 gold. You don't need more than that. Because all the money you have in the inventory, like you can have 5,000 gold in inventory, it doesn't matter. Your money doesn't do damage.
Yep.
Like the only thing that is relevant is like the money you spend. So like if you reset 1 minute before this dragon spawns and buy all the items you can get, or you farm and stack up 2k gold in the inventory until the dragon spawns, you're going to be equally as, or you're going to be stronger at the point where you recalled 1 minute before dragon spawn because you bought items, as opposed to you farm 2k gold in the inventory and then you fought dragon. So it's always, you need to have in your head, like, you look at the timer and then, like, before 30 seconds is a good rule here to have in your head. Reset 30 seconds before Drake, min-max everything you can until that dragon point, and then go, right? So when you passed 400 gold here, we can go back even. Like here, you could have reset. Just reset now, get boots, and then you would have been stronger than you are.
Yeah.
Because you don't reset, I'm pretty sure. Just kind of like linger around the farm right now. You have 600 gold in inventory now. Are you getting some more money here? Right, you'll have close to like 1k gold here. But like, the money doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
This 1k gold isn't going to do anything, you know?
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
And another thing, hit this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing a... This is my movement on League of Legends. I want people to hit this.
I see.
Everyone, even a master and shit, some people just leave this. But what's the alternative? They get it. And what happens then? They get vision of your entire jungle. So I don't care. You could shoot this like in the worst direction. You could even like break it and do nothing with it. It's better than giving them it.
Yeah, I see.
It's such a broken, like, this is so broken. This is so like undervalued. Because like, what would happen if you hit it now? You would have spotted all of them. You would have got vision of 4 people. Let's see, blue. Which you don't have vision of now.
Yeah.
Right? By just hitting this in this direction here, you would have seen 4 people on the map.
This ward, we ignore.
Ah, yeah.
That we ignore.
Like, you just walk up, just press the W, sprint, hit it, and then that's it. Like, if you don't want to do anything else, just do that. Just hit it. Because they use it afterwards, and we'll see what happens here. Wait. Black. Red. They don't have vision either. And then Senna's like, ooh, cool. Boom. Oh, I spotted 2 people. Okay, so Major, make sure to have items, consider what your spike is before objectives. It doesn't matter if you have 5k gold in your invent. As the objective is contested. What matters is the items you have bought that moment. Minor. This is something you can do if you want to. It's not necessary, but it's something that will make you win more games too. Minor. Direct your team.
Yeah, that's the thing I never do.
I saw you did it later in the game, but like at this one here, like this. Let's look here. Yeah, you're slightly behind, so you could have like potentially given this Drake. But I do think you guys could have contested because Wukong is quite strong and Tristan is like the biggest problem here at this point, and she isn't really that big of a threat.
Yeah.
Because she can get CC'd by Nivea or something. It's like as this dragon spawns, like the same time as you're thinking, what items do I need? What do I need to buy at this point? What do I need to be strong? You also need to like, if you want to fight the dragon, or like if that's the moment you're preparing for, also ping it and like ask people to come, because Mundo should have never been here at this point. Mundo should have been here. It's like if you somehow by any miracle could have managed to make Mundo be here at this point and the rest of your team, you guys might have been able to fought this. You know?
Yeah.
And it's better that you think about this and consider it, and you're like, okay, we can't contest. It's okay that Mundo's top lane. But if you think we can win this, then making them come there is like another thing, you know? But not thinking or considering about the scenario or like anything at all is bad.
Yeah.
And this is mostly what will come throughout the entire game here now. This is just macro. Because the next big thing comes 20 minutes. Wait, I just really want a pizza piece. Okay.
No problem, no problem.
Scry up, 1k in invent. 18 minutes. Right. And when do you recall here? 20 minutes. Okay. So, trying to think how to put this here now. Because next thing that's going to spawn again is dragon. And we'll get to this point here. I'm trying to figure out which point there was, what happened before. If it was here that I told you to buy boots or not. No, you bought them, yeah, okay. Then all that matters is that we go to the point where the dragon was slain. Which is here. When did you do the recall and when you... Oh yeah, here.
Here was the boots time.
Yeah, because you have 500 gold. Like, at this point here, you have Amps up there and you have, like, enough AD. So, like, 2 auto attacks can out heal, like, this entire value of this potion.
Yeah, I see, I see.
It's like at the point here, it doesn't matter anymore. And, like, boots is way more valuable than the potion at this point.
I see.
And I mean, people make this mistake a lot. Like, people sometimes buy the wrong thing, but like, even like a long sword or anything has more value at this point than the potion.
Yeah.
And just another thing that I want to compliment you on here is during the laning phase and just in general when you use your potion, something people won't do is when they engage a fight or something, they won't pop your potion. But I noticed in lane and like throughout the game that you did use your potion the second you started fighting, which is good.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's like another thing. Like if you're fighting us, like a fight happened and you died in lane or something, and you notice that you have a potion up again, like that you haven't used your potion when you died, that's a bad thing. Like the second you're fighting or you're losing HP, then you should proc your potion.
Yeah.
Because like if you die and you could have proc the potion earlier and you could have got the full tick, then that might have led to you winning or not dying. As an example. That's just like a minor thing. But I saw you did it very well here, so it might have just been luck, but be nice, you know.
Yeah.
Check if you use potion after you die. But again, I didn't notice it this game. I said you did it well, so. Everything else is kind of just a repeat of the dragon first one. There's just one more thing kind of that I want to point out here, which is your blue trinket. When you did buy the blue trinket, which is good, but do you have any idea of like when or how to use it? That's the question that way.
Nah, I don't think so that I've heard like the correct way.
Okay.
Say so.
As an example, the easiest one I can show you is Elder Drake here. That's like a spot on example. The timers are sometimes fucked up here. This should be fine. Because you get your trinket back now. Right now you have it back. And we'll put it to your vision. We'll go back 15 seconds. So like you have your blue trinket now. You're able to get vision somewhere. Right?
Yeah.
And when you're in a position like this, or in general when you want to contest objectives, what's important?
The vision control, I guess.
No, but like if you're gonna fight the dragon, what do you need to do?
be in position.
Yeah, and where do you want, like, where do you have to be to, like, fight the dragon?
All in the pit.
Yeah. So what's important here is that you guys manage to,
Get to the pit safely.
yeah, you need to be able to get past this point here, because there are certain points, because as long as they have vision here, right, then you're kind of locked here. There's like a gate here. And like until Mundo walks down here and you guys can control here, that's when like the gate kind of becomes open and like the next gate comes here. Yeah, sorry. So the most important thing is to, like, you can use your blue trinket for, is to aid your team in getting access to the pit.
I see.
So as an example here, it would be really nice to know if either there's someone here or if the entire team is stacked here waiting, right? Or you can alternatively use it there, depending. But like when you're coming from this angle here, I would probably use the hair at this point here, exactly. I don't remember the exact position of the team here, but let's review, right? So that would give you information that there's no one here, which means that they're either here or that they're going to be here somewhere. Because you get a vision of most of this area here, like, right when you use your trinket. So that kind of like tells you where you need to care, or like where you need to care when you walk in, you know? You know there might be someone here, right? So, but that would be more the support's job to get control of this push here. Just see what happens now. You see, she can dust that. He checks the bush there, which is nice. In some way, at least. But it's important for you guys to push through.
Yeah.
And you guys have a very nice team here. Like, Anivia's incredibly nice. Because what can she do? She can put down a pull, right? And, like, prevent people. So you guys definitely do have, like, the ability to come in here. And that's why I suggested RFC as an example, right? Because you can walk in here, auto-attack your stand at once, maybe. And then walk back out again. As an example of, like, certain things you can do if you're feeling comfortable. If you know where they are. Because the only thing that matters is that you don't get collapsed on. And they don't really have any champions that can collapse on you because they don't have much engage. Besides Tristana that can jump in your face, but you saw earlier what happened to her. You just too sharp, basically.
Yeah.
It's like at this point here, right? It's about you guys getting control. You guys would have maybe potentially had, or like at this point here, you could use the blue in this push here. Because now you guys are the ones putting up the bridge here, or like the gate, you know? Because now you guys want to gate this area here. By doing what they did to you guys earlier. So, we'll go over this again, because you'll notice here that you don't use the blue trinket to like get any like kind of vision or something. 34-minute Baron, we can go to that one. Baron. Is that the first one? I mean, this is just the same thing, right? Like, this one you chose to stay, I think. It's this one. You had that 1k golden inventory, right? You had the opportunity to recall before this Baron. So that's like the general pattern that just repeats itself. And it has to do with what I said about the Baron and Dragon play. You have to like reset and be as strong as you can and then contest. Because like the second you entered here and I started fighting, that's when you guys lost Baron. But if you guys wouldn't have committed here and just stayed, then you could have used your blue trinket as an example if you had it. To see if they're on or not, then you can just reset. And then if you got your resale and boy items, you probably could have won because you could have bought the item that I never buy.
Yeah.
The armor pen one.
Here the incident happened, but it's fine.
Yeah. So, like, in general, like the thing I say here with the dragon, like, just think about the objectives, how you want to play them. buying items, if you can contest or you shouldn't. Like when you can buy an entire whole item, you definitely, if you see some window where you can not fight and just stall and come back later. Like Nivea commented in the game, we should have just waited and gone back. She said what I was thinking. And I agree, like you guys could have done that. So it's important to just think about objectives and stuff and have it more in mind, like what you need and if you can buy a big item. And if the answer is yes, I can buy a big item, then the next question you need to ask yourself is, can I recall? Or does my recall mean they're going to take Baron? And like in this situation here, when asked that question, the answer would be, no, they can't take Baron in that time, or we can stall it, I can get my reset off. But if the answer is no, then your next answer would be, I need to just stall them, not commit. Because you can't fight and win. So all you need to do now is like you need to just make yourself big and scary, and just puff and puff them away. So you don't want to engage on them unless they're already doing Baron. You can't contest Baron at this point because you need to recall. You can get them off Baron if they're doing it, but you can't contest it. Like you can't contest like their zone or like fight them for Baron now, unless they're on it. And the only objective or idea you want to have in your head if they're on it is just scare them off it and get your reset, because that's what you need. Do you get it? Or
Yeah, I understand.
okay. So basically 3 things here. 1, lane. 2, macro objectives. 3, blue trinket. And then the last thing here, kind of why I asked you to press tab, and I'll just show you an example here of what you can do on Draven. And this is also something you need to have in mind, of course, like trying to get HP back in so you can fight, right? It's like these things are good to know about and constantly like find solutions. Okay, take Tristana here, right? What happens now? Boom,
Yeah,
right?
she died.
So when you're in this stage of the game, and throughout the entire game, you need to understand your strengths and what you can do. And if there is a target you can kill or like instantly punish, as an example, Sigset doesn't even have Hourglass. And he has freak HP, no armor, you're Draven, 100% crit later at the Elder fight. What does that mean? You can kill him.
Yeah.
In like 2 or 3 auto attacks. Or like 1 auto attack in ultimate, basically. And he's dead. And like that's why you don't want to waste your flash, as an example. Because you want to like save it. For example, if you want to, at this point here, it's fine to like flash 1 kill if that means you can end the game, right?
Yeah.
But generally, earlier in the game, you want to save your flash for objectives, because you have to use for yourself to like peel yourself or something. Like later in the stage here, it's good to use ults to pick someone off. As long as you don't die in the process, unless the target that you're killing is like more worth than you, in that sense. That your team can win without you if the person you kill is dead. Which is what's easy on Twitch, because I open and I die, but it's fine, I took 3 people with me, It's a bit different with Draven, of course. But it's just like another thing you can look for, You just saw here that you could one-shot Tristana. It's like it's important to have in mind knowing your strengths.
Yeah.
And what you can do. Because as I said, you wasted flash here at one point, right? And if you had flash layer, it's just things you can do in the game. But okay, now we're going to summarize everything. Because there's a general thing here, right? As the game progresses. I'm going to just skim through it. How you should play the map. Okay? You're laning here. Okay, fine. all you want to do now, maintain your lead throughout the game. Because dragon is spawning soon, in 1.5 minutes, so you want to like wait until that point. You kill the dragon. Okay, what's next, right? And something I said in my video now. Dragon is dead, right? So basically, you don't need to be here. There's nothing to fight for here. The tower here is down, but it doesn't matter. Basically, the second the dragon dies, the map becomes like... Or like, you do a check here. Because the entire point of League, and like the best way to play is you trim. Okay? Which means, if you win bot lane, this example, you trim. Okay? You won bot lane, you got this tower. Okay? That's been trimmed. You've trimmed that. And then you want to trim like this. So like, it basically goes like this. This tower down, and then you do like this. You're like trimming your way in. And then you enter the base. That's like the best way to play League, okay? So, dragon is dead, okay? So, now the question is, dragon is dead, doesn't matter, okay? You can get a tier 1, but what's next here, right? Baron's gonna spawn, which means that this becomes a way higher priority target. Like, the second's more, like, Baron's being top lane, that means that this is way more prior than this here. So, like, in that essence, this becomes irrelevant. So, like, now you don't have to go bot lane at all. If someone's going to farm bot lane, it's probably going to have to be Mundo. Like, you should try and play on this side of the map now. Okay?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Dragon's dead. Okay. What's the next objective you're going to fight for? Next question. Is mid lane tower up? Yes. Okay. Then it becomes, we need to get rid of the mid lane tower. Like, tier 1 mid lane tower is the most important objective in the game. Because it gives so much, like, control over the game, you know? Like, the second you lose the tower here, you lose so much control over the map. It's like, you need to always think to get rid of this tower here. These ones I don't care about. Mid lane inhibitor is probably the worst inhibitor in the game to take. But this tower here is one of the most important objectives in the game. So if dragon is dead, the next one is going to be mid lane tower. Look for a way to take this. Once this dies, the next question becomes, okay, where do we go now? Okay, Baron is dead or it's been taken. Dragon's about to spawn. Okay, great. Play bot side. So then the next objective becomes tower. Okay, so we're going here. Dragon dies. Next becomes playing for Herald, Baron, mid lane tower, top lane tower if that's still up. Okay, you take this tower here. That's great, fantastic. But you need to take this tower. Okay. Game goes on. Baron spawns again. Tower still up. And why do you want to be here? Why do you want to be a mid lane tower? Why do you want to be top lane? Because if you fight here and you kill them all, what are you really close to?
Their Nexus or Baron.
Yeah, Baron.
Baron, yeah.
Which is why you always want to fight on the side where the objective that you want to take is. Unless it's like towers is the objective. But if Baron or Dragon is the objective, then you always want to fight close by. Because once you kill 1 or 2 people, okay, great. Rotate Baron. Fight there now. You know? Like, it doesn't even matter if you take this tower. The only thing that matters is that you're here or here. Because if you fight here, you pick off 1 or 2 people. Okay, you don't necessarily need to take this tower anymore. Because now Baron's to play, you know? So you all, like, if you kill someone down here, you can't go Baron because it's too late. So by being here, taking this tower, which is also very important, even if you don't take it, it's going to lead to a fight or someone dying. And if you guys are the ones that kill them, then Baron becomes like the thing you can do. It's like always playing towards like these sides, you know?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Okay. And it flips back and forth like this always, which is why I say trimming is a good idea. Right? Because you trim bot side, dragon, take dragon, or you trim bot side, you try to trim bot side, you don't get to do it, but you manage to pick 2 people up. Okay, great, take dragon. Then, okay, the tower bot lane is still up, but it doesn't matter. You go top lane, you try to trim there. You succeed to trim. Okay, fine. Then you go to mid lane, trim there. Fail to trim. Okay, great. But 2 people died, you go Baron. It's like, it's always going to be like, the map's always going to like fluctuate or switch between this side being relevant or this side being relevant. And it's always going to be like this. So like, it's the easiest thing to follow when it comes to macro. Just, if Dragon or Baron's dead, like, just imagine that side of the map doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I see.
And you're gonna make better macro calls than like most players.
I see, I see.
So with that in mind, knowing where to play, and by utilizing the things we talked about here, like having the lead that you have, you know now what timers that I look for to recall, you know, and like how to kind of like be there and where to go. And then also with the minor thing of directing your team and also getting them to go to the right lane, that's also gonna like kind of make you hog champ and win the game.
I see.
But I think we'll stop that for now.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, there's so many things that need to be talked about, right? But I just want to mainly focus on this because I feel like it's still a lot, but at the same time, it's what we're going to focus on now when we play.
Mm.
And it's also why I say like it's not really possible to like focus on everything because you have to just choose one or
100%.
two things.
Yeah. But I think this is like the overall pattern of most of my games, to be honest.
Yeah. So you were plat something, right?
Yeah, this account suddenly is plat 4 now.
Yeah. It's gold for. I have an account.
I don't care about MR on this account, so you can
Yeah,
do
yeah.
whatever works. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll win anyway. Ranked LP penalty. You will receive an LP penalty for going AFK. Oh. Do you have any preference of supports?
Yeah, whatever you want, honestly. Like, it's just gonna be like a solo queue experience, you know? While you're telling me what to do.
Wait, you were on. What was it called again?
Robbery Cat
Okay.
729.
Oh wait, I have the good account here, I think. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not streaming this. Okay. Would suck if I just streamed my entire password folder. I think it's in game. That's unlucky. Wait.
Ah, is that counting game?
Yeah, okay, unlucky. I have to.
Yes.
I mean, I'm playing on my laptop. I forgot I was playing on it. No account sharing. I'll just go on Wackaflcka. Fuck it. No account sharing. Wackaflcka. Elda. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see now. So you don't have any like strong preferences towards any champions?
I mean, I kinda like playing a chill lane, but that's not really what I'm here for. I kinda wanna get better at
Yeah, but
playing.
I'm just asking you like general, like.
I mean,
Okay.
Yumi's nice.
Yumi.
Yumi's a nice character.
Okay. Agree to that one.
Yeah.
I think I have top ones. Okay, we're in game spawned. Boom. I'll go mid in a second. My bad.
Oops.
Can I just go back here? Boom. And then
Time.
I'll tell you, like, now I'll literally tell you everything. I'll tell you in lane, like, what we should look for.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you for the sub, man. I can't really talk that much, though. It's mostly coaching, and then after I'll talk. But thank you. I don't want to take attention away from my client, you know? My attention can be bought with money.
Damn.
So, how long have you played, though? I mean, we talked for a while, but how long have you played League?
Um.
Because both your accounts are fresh from what I see.
Yeah, they're fresh. They're fresh.
Are there any incidents before that? Or?
No, I haven't been banned any time, but kind of just fucking my MMR over and over again.
Okay.
It's like new account, fresh mental, you know.
Oh. Understandable. Okay, so you said Lux, right? Full AP Lux?
Right? That's sure.
That takes CS, though. It's like new meta.
I see. I see. It
Yeah.
is. I can go that like a spectral sport thing. You can go like fasting Jin if you want. It's like really good.
So you want to play Jin now?
Yeah, I think so. Do you want me to go draven?
I mean, I was thinking that.
Right, then we go that.
Unless they ban you, of course.
I'll ban this cancer champ. Lol.
Yeah. Imagine people that would play that champion, though, like, unironically.
Yeah. Especially like AP and shit.
Couldn't be
Like
me.
98 tech, disgusting.
Okay, so he said Yumi.
No, I said full AP Lux.
What the fuck?
No, full AP Lux.
What's
Go for
Yumi's
it.
problem, man?
It's
That's my
a
champion.
giga broken champ now. It's fine.
No, it's fine. I banned Lulu, though. I mean, I feel pretty comfortable in Renata, so I can, like, be your
It's
Renata,
like
you know?
Dan is champion full.
Mm-hmm. And since they're playing Yumi, I can punish them.
Yeah.
Shield bash. Second win. Oh, yes, so incident. To stream properly, huh? Person.
You know how to Diana.
Man, your match history is looking really sad, though. Your win rate's still positive.
I mean, don't worry about it. Don't look at it. It's fine.
No, mine's really bad too, so that's okay.
Okay, I see.
This account is
No,
cursed.
but I went from like 60% win rate to 53.
No. But there is, like, something to do with, like, playing on fresh account too, because you kind of forget how to win sometimes, you know? So, like, when you play on a new account again and you, like, get those easy wins, that kind of makes the, like, I don't know, there's, like, some magic to it. Like, you can win lots on a Smurf and then switch to your main account and you'll, like, just somehow win it, because you, like, have that, like, magic in your fingers, kind of.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Mm. You can take Cleanser if you want, but you don't have to. It's only if you want to, like... But I think Exhaust is better, actually, considering...
Yeah, it's only like Ash that I can cleanse.
Mm.
Also, Exhaust Ignite Yumi, but yeah. It's fine, we will face roll them.
I just need, like, energy drink. Okay, 1 sec.
Right.
Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Okay. Have you played law against Dash or?
I mean, I know like you can face roll her really hard, but she's Giga Cancer as well. But her weakness is like you get onto her, right?
Yeah, but it's also a strength kinda.
I see.
If you're gonna fight Ashe, like one of the things you need to keep in mind is you need to keep fighting her because you can't run away because she will just slow you and keep attacking you.
Yeah.
Also important to look summoners, and you see that Ashe doesn't have resolve second. She has probably cookies and boots, or she has the Torch Velocity. Yeah. And you may have Presence of Mind, Ignite, Heal, Exhaust. It's like I ward this bush here now, right? And then I go here. But
Yeah.
I'm basically serving like the same purpose you could serve. So just don't CS hard, just leave the wave there. This is fine. So like now, as an example, you get a turn, right? Now you want to do auto attacks on them, yeah. Nice. And like the lanes kind of stay like similar positions still. So like now we're gonna get level 2 before them. You want to play a bit up because you can deny them CS. Right, and now we're comfortable again. Get level 2, don't get too hard. Now we can go. Alternatively, I can do this. Right. And now you can shove the wave.
Yeah.
Slide now, you got item you need, right? Now it's just about recalling. Like that's like why, like the same thing you should have done against Senna. Like just play the lane, play slightly up, and then go aggro. Now we can just recall.
I sell the health pot for refill.
Can, but it's not necessary. And since we shove the lane here now, it's gonna slow push towards, yeah. And what we want to do now is try to like look for the next like kill opportunity, you know? It's like we want to like stabilize the lane towards our turret. We see that Vi's top lane now. We don't need to watch for the jungler. Alternatively, get level 3 here so you can get AW. But we also want to like try and deny them. But also since the wave is too big, we don't want to like take too much damage either. So what I'm going to do is I'll just walk up here and just play some mind games with them so you can chill. Right, and then just let the wave come in further behind. We don't have to push. It's like the further we go this way here, the more they have to run towards their own turret to live. And now we can just freeze it here. And like this was a mistake by me because I should have watered this push here instead. Just didn't think they would play like this. So like trim the wave a little bit so they can't give a shove or like push. Because at the same time now you don't want to stand where you're standing because you can still CS while standing here. And then also you'll be closer to them. Right. It's like you can stand here as an example, it's like a good spot too. But of course we need to make sure the minions doesn't go into that turret, yeah. Should be fine now if you just take the cannon even. Then walk the minions, just walk this way. Then you can use the bush as an example to...
Yeah.
But now it's going to slow push back out again. But that's fine. But again, you also want to try and play here, so you can like actually punish them when they walk for CS. Right, see? That's fine. Now we can
And
shove
now we
completely.
push. Yeah.
Yeah. If we can shove this really fast, we can do the funny one. Just kill it fast and then quint me. This way.
Okay.
I mean, just showing it. Because Ash doesn't have flash now. No.
Oh well.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
He's gonna grade eventually.
Okay.
Why is not coming here, so we're fine.
Are we just gonna chill here?
Yeah, why not? We're denying
Right,
him
sure.
minions. Fine. Okay, wave is big, we can reset.
Aye.
Fly might come now, so walk back. I wouldn't, of course, recommend that you try and do this every game, but
No, I understand. It's like getting a taste of what you can do as draven.
you want to get boots, of course.
Okay.
Especially against Ash when she can slow you. And like you saw when we were chasing them now, you had to use your flash. But if you had boots there as an example, you would have maybe been able to run after them and like keep auto-attacking.
Yeah.
So it just makes everything less awkward when you have the moon speed.
Okay, Quinn mid lane.
And like again, because we did the thing with the Brave and denied her, we're also again causing a slow push so we can again like do the Brave thing. And we see that Vice coming bot lane. So it's also again nice to just keep the wave here. So now each one trim again, last hit.
The take the cannon instantly.
Yeah.
It's...
Like when there's this many minions, you have to like think if you have to do anything. Or like respect the wave. Again, don't hit too hard. You should leave this one, so you can take that one.
Alright.
And just, you want to run up to reset. You don't want to run down
Oh
because
yeah.
it gets taken into your turret. Because there's two ways of getting a lead. You either get a personal lead or you like prevent the enemy from getting a lead. Because both ways, the goal difference between both of you will be the same. It's just either you're in more of a positive or they're in more of a negative. So by denying CS, you are still having a lead because you are just making them generate less money. And again, this is going to end up in a slow push most likely because it's only 3 casters now. So we're going to look for jungler, Vice top lane, so we can push. We're going to get level 6 soon. Can even possibly look for a dive. Like, you just want to get on the turret, and then you can start doing that.
Right.
Because until she's 6, it's not really anything she can do. Obviously, when you're pushing like this, it's good to clear their vision, which is what I'm doing now. And just pay attention to if they get 6 or not.
Yumi 6. Now we'll just let the wave come back to us, or
No,
we
no,
go...
it's just shove this and then recall. This is coming bot lane.
Right.
Do you have presence of mind, by the way, or do you have triumph?
What's up, mind?
Like with Yumi, I find the thing of going behind the turret really nice because like there's sometimes like if you get a big enough lead, you can literally just stand between the 2 towers and just deny them lane completely. Like they just can't even walk to lane because you just get sustained by Yumi.
Hmm.
There's
What
obviously
do we
not
do
like the
now?
main dragon spawning soon.
Right.
I put this one as like low priority though. Like I don't really care about this one. I do consider Cloud pretty shit.
Yeah.
Obviously want to care for Vi. So like we have a lead at the moment. Like is it worth to risk it if it means dying? Like if we get a catch, we can of course go, but
Queen,
it seems Vi's
Queen
here.
Vi
We
mid.
can go.
Oh,
No, my bad.
no, it's fine.
I thought she was mid lane still. Didn't even catch Queen. Whatever. Queen's probably the second best one to get it. This is the worst.
Let's sell refill for
Yeah,
essence.
now I don't really need it.
Right. This game for me it's whatever if we lose, because it's about learning either way.
Yeah.
And get some experience.
And we have Mordecai now, so be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, your biggest threats are obvious, right? It's like Fizz, Quinn, Vi.
Mm.
When you have a lead, of course, you have what, 20 CS lead and 3 kills. And you got the gold reset before you died, so like it doesn't really matter that you died or not. Because you got the CS proc or whatever.
Ult in 10.
Yeah. Like it's a bit hard to like punish someone like Ash and Yumi or something because you have to commit so much to kill them most of the time. Therefore, yeah. I'm not sure advice, yeah.
Control orders.
Yeah. Okay, Vice mid lane, we can push a tower. They won't plating at least. Yeah, like that's nice. Like 1 auto, you know. This is dead. You kind of want to play towards the bot side there because that makes the gap between you and Vi larger. If they were to like come.
Mm.
And then pull back now. And the minion starts getting thin so you don't get cheese bash.
Yeah.
In case you like ults you and when the last minions about to die.
Oh. Well, I'm dead.
Okay, fine. Worth.
Okay. We take it.
It's kind of fed now.
It's fine, we got cleanup crew incoming.
I don't know if you feel the same about Draven, but I feel like if you get the kill on your RCS, then I'm not really like bothered, you know? It just sucks losing like 100 gold or something.
Mm. Yeah, the cat is dead.
Hopefully.
No, it's fine. Lol. It's fine. It's fine.
It's okay, we're not looking anymore.
No, it's just good if the teammates int. I need to try hard to win. It's only better practice. It's all good.
It's like we're gonna try and end the laning phase now.
I see. And take the mid turret to open up the map.
Yeah, just get out bot lane basically. We need to like just get
Mm.
rid of the tower so we can start playing the map.
I see.
Doesn't necessarily have to be mid lane tower, just need to get out of here. I mean, we could go bot lane and send Yasuo, but I'd prefer to just get the tower since we are stronger. buys top lane, so we can definitely take it.
Yeah.
Try and get it before Fizz gets his. Just keep going. Yeah, nice. So it's 1 minute into a dragon. Question is, how close are you to all your next items?
I got my next item.
Okay. Then you do some of these. Pay for Drake, please. Mordecai. If Mordecai dies now, it's fine, because he's going to be back up for dragon again. Go mid, try and save Yasuo. It kind of sucks because we're leaving Ash bot into farm. Like at
Yeah.
the same time we...
But we get to shut down the Fizz.
have to do something about that. Get a tower.
Right. Vi is rotating mid, but I got exhaust.
Take the tower and then go bot. Because now we have the tower mid lane, so like the next thing is now dragon, right? So now we just need to play around it. Of course, hit this one, you see both of these two. I like, okay, whatever, I don't like giving free vision. Ignore that, just take tower, take Drake, sorry. And then after this, basically you can farm for 5 minutes.
There I see. Okay. It's a smite contest.
I shouldn't have done that. But reset.
Yeah. And I'm
Let's-
gonna use this because I'm learning.
Okay, pog.
Mm-hmm.
So now if we want to do like something big, we could do Herald. Of course, trimming part becomes top lane tower, so we can like go there. Or we can hold mid lane. But since we want to go top lane or something and mid lane is pushing, you just go mid lane, get the farm, shove that out, and then rotate towards top lane.
Yeah.
Just you don't have to like slow push, just shove it.
Yeah.
It's just about getting back on the map. And we're not really pushing the tier 2 here. Like the next thing, as I said, is either Herald or top lane tower.
This is going mid.
Yeah. We can fight.
Oh.
Not sure why she would go for me, but
Oh.
I don't have ultimate yet.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh.
Not sure why Mord would. You didn't even ult here. They ulted you, me. No ult here. Luckily, we have the tool of clip and we can go back in time and rewatch it.
Yeah. I kinda got fucked in the ass in
Yeah.
the pits.
I mean, I should mention that too, but we'll take it after. Oh, I can mention it now. Basically, whenever you see like a threat or like who's coming, you want to like play towards the opposite side. So if you see Fizz mid lane, you want to do everything in your power to like get up on the opposite side of where he's going to go.
Yeah.
It's like same reason why I
No.
said when we're taking the bot lane tower.
Yeah. And now we play top side since Baron is coming.
No. Just take the tower, possibly. Now it's a bit different because we're not going to rush the Baron.
See,
Not-
see.
Because we're not in a position to do it. But of course, we want to like be able to react if they do it. So it would be a shame if we were bot lane.
Well,
It works, I guess.
and Yumi vibe pots.
Yeah, I can just recall.
We just go cover bots.
Yeah, we have to defend.
Right. The air spot as well.
Just play it slow though. Out on ultimate. Burger King. Okay, we have to give it. Like their team shouldn't be bottling that as well. For some reason they are. It's gonna die. And now dragging this 1 minute.
Now it's a good time to reset, right?
Yeah,
To
we can make it.
optimize as much gold as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do we cover mid here, or what do we do?
Just stay around here.
Right.
They're pushing mid to be able to take dragon. If we go respond, then we lose the dragon. If they go mid lane, then we can take. Oh,
Flank. I got. Oh.
I'm not sure if Mordecai keeps ulting now.
Fuck. Okay, Yasuo. Okay. He did
Yeah,
the airblade keyblade thingy. I guess Mordecai goes bot. Okay,
Mhm.
bye. Vi on a little road trip. Well, do we kill this? Oh, yeah, we don't. A little blue friend
Just
will
go
have to
here,
wait.
here.
Right.
Vice of this thing.
Oh. Yeah.
Just stay out. Wait, insta-dive.
Yeah, I had Quinn on me on the other side, so I didn't want to overcommit on Vi. But maybe that was the wrong call.
Wait, what did you say?
No, so I had what's her name? I had Quinn on me here,
Oh, yeah.
so I didn't want to overcommit because then I can't go either left or right.
I mean, you got rooted by Yumi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised Yumi chose to go and buy, though. This would be more annoying, I thought.
We just chill out barrel now. What do
Yeah.
you do? Right.
We become like the... How do you say it? We have to just play like reactionary now. Like, we don't have... There's no need to
We don't
leave
set the
tower.
tempo, you mean?
We can literally stay in base and spawn here and wait, because you know what the next play's going to be. They're going to shove. So like all we have to do is just react to what they're doing and then respond. Like in this example, they're going bot lane. Then we can just go here somewhere. Don't want to overcommit because we don't know where Vi is. This seems to be fine. Modus the classic. Let's him live again.
Kills, right?
Nice. Just recall.
Right.
Oh, Vice here. Yo. Go through. No, it's fine. You can just stay there behind mod. Just try and fight, do autos and shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Big Drake?
Yeah.
Possibly, if we can.
I don't have blue trinkets.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm here.
It takes damage, by the way, don't worry.
Yeah, I can see that.
What the fuck?
Nice. I thought I said enemy surrendered for a second there. Why go bait me like that, yeah, so... No problem, man. Can get some vision. That's like the only thing, but farm top.
Yeah.
Now we're like complete submissive, so we can't be like trying to do anything play. Like the only thing you kind of want to like play against now is like Dragon or Baron. Like there's no tower, like nothing you want to play for. Because they are the ones that are like kind of holding the running stick, you know?
Yeah.
It's like when you run the laps around
Go
the...
top again.
Yeah, but it's fine. Just stay here though. It's like running the lap around the... I don't know what it's called, the fucking racing track, you know, and you like hold the stick and you like pass it to the next person. And they like continue running.
Yeah, I think I get what you mean.
Yeah. It's like whoever has the lead is basically like holding the stick, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's not really the best play you could have done. And that's not really the best ultimate I could have done. Hey. Just run, I think. Yep. I mean, he's ending the game, don't worry about it. Look. Ending.
But there I shouldn't have committed to the interplay, no? Is that... or what is the best play there?
It's hard to say. I mean, pulling back would probably be the best one, considering there was no, like, I missed multi and there was no fight after that.
Yeah.
But past that, it's hard to say. I mean, they just really fed. But obviously, we need to like play the game a lot better than them at this point to win, right? So me missing the ultimate is kind of like completely in. So then we kind of like lose.
Yeah, but it's whatever, because I've kind of gotten to try a few things that you said, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's just one thing here now that,
Mm.
like, the one thing to mention here. I mean, it's just completely AIDS champions overall for ADCs, and like even if I were playing like Twitch or something here, they can deny you completely.
See, I see.
And I'm not sure why who Mordekaiser even ulted. Because the only fight like where we could have won was the one on Herald, like the first one when Mordekaiser like randomly abducted someone.
Oh yeah.
Like that one we could have won. But past that, it kind of, and I'm pretty sure we can even see it on the graph. Before I go into the game, I'll stream my client though.
Yep.
Because that's like when I felt like the game kind of completely turned, you know? So it should like resemble similarly here. Like you see, it's kind of even back and forth, not too big. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see the Herald here somewhere. Yeah, so like here they got the Herald, right? So it was like prior here where Fizz killed you. Yeah, so basically like somewhere around this mark here is when, like when we could have won, but then it kind of just started snowballing really hard.
See.
And then, yeah. I mean, but now you got an idea of how to play the lane. And like the only thing to say is like it's possible to play more aggro than that. Like it's possible to push it further.
Yeah.
I'll stream my actual screen now. I'll just quickly go through now though, because I think you get a good idea already.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
now I played like, you know, you have a bicycle and you have those like fucking extra wheels. Like
Yeah.
I played it really safe, but still tried some extra.
It's like the thing here where I
Yeah,
mentioned like
standing
yeah.
more like yeah, towards them or whatever, like closer to the wave.
And I would suggest when you're playing, just to dip your toes in the water, you know? Like try stuff. Like there's nothing wrong with going forward here and like running towards Ash and trying to get an auto attack off and just seeing what happens, you know?
Hmm.
It's like this was good, but like there are like ways of squeezing you more out of this, you know?
Yeah, I should have been like more aggressive here. Like
It's
standing where it
unfortunate
is.
that it's Ash and Yumi because they're harder to punish than something else with the champions that we're playing.
Yeah.
But it's definitely would have been able to punish
Yeah,
more.
still see the pattern.
Yeah. And then we'll go to the Herald. And then there's one more play where this is resembled, which is in a second of her Drake. Is Herald here? No, we got the.
Shut down. Blue team has slain the dragon.
Yeah.
Down.
Night was here wanted to take the mid, or like bot turret and then move mid, I think.
Yeah.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
But it's like something I said, I think it was the last coaching session I had.
Yeah.
I told the guy, like, he was pushing this tower here and his team went in Baron. And I was like, just keep going the tower. Because, like, sometimes it's good to just enforce the right play, even though you might lose the game. Because you get to, like, practice or, like, play the game properly, you know?
Yeah, I see.
And, like, obviously, I misdirected some things here and we could have played differently, but I kind of wanted to try and push the lead, you know? And, like, try and, like, pull something off, but unfortunately, it didn't work. Because at some point here, we probably should have played more reactionary as opposed to them. Like, as opposed to like doing something, we should like react more towards what they're doing, as opposed to like trying to make something happen. Yeah, so like here. And I'll put our vision here now. Your red side. So there was a brief moment here. And this is something I repeat this to supports I play with sometimes. I'll say to Danny, and I consciously think about this all the time myself. There's nothing wrong about doing the mistake or something, but it's good to think, right? So here at this moment here, we have vision of his. We know where he's gonna come, right?
Yeah.
And there's like a few things that are important with ADCs, especially against certain comps. Sometimes it's good to be inside the pit. Sometimes it's good to be outside of the pit, right? And that's an example here with Fizz coming behind. What's gonna end up happening is we're gonna get sandwiched. So we need to like kind of find a way to path here. So it's either gonna like this is where I got bamboozled because Moa did something. I don't know who he abducted once again, but like here, going in here is bad. So like you want to be on this side here because that's
I'm
where
out of
everyone is, right?
position. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you also keep in mind where Fizz is because you want to be on the opposite side. So you want to consciously position yourself somewhere where the threats are gonna have to walk through your team, even though they don't know that they're like doing that for you. You have to just use them like to your advantage, right?
Yeah.
So by positioning yourself on the top side here when Fizz is on the bot side, you are using Mordekaiser, you're using Echo, you're using me to your advantage to not die to the Fizz and get engaged on. Because he only has a few tools to engage on you with. Because if he comes here by himself and you're the first target, what does that mean? That means he can hit the ultimate on you instantly. It means he can use his Q to get on you, meaning the Q will deal damage to you. So that basically just means that his entire combo will go on you. However, if you're on the opposite side here, and you're still the target he wants to go for, that means he has to use his Q to get past us, or his E. So like it means that he can't get to you unless he goes through us, and he'll have to use some spells at least to get through us, right? But like here at this point here, you were the first target.
Yeah, I get fucked.
He didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to flash. He didn't have to queue for anyone. You were the first person inside, so that meant he got to use everything on you. Whereas if you would have walked towards here, because you don't want to. Where's my epic pen? Right, epic. Hold on, it's loading. You want a lot of movement. You want to be able to move away. And the pit is like this. Like you're trapped inside there. You don't want to trap yourself against certain champions.
Yeah.
Being like Fizz. You want a lot of movement space. So just not being inside traps like this. There are sometimes you'll play against other champions. It's hard to come in mind because it often depends on their entire team comp, where you will have to place yourself inside the pit and then allow your team to be on the outside. But in this situation here, when you see Fizz here, you want to be on the side where I'm standing. Because I'm like a control mage, right? In that sense. So I'm positioning myself here. So I also get to kind of shield and utilize myself as much as possible, right? But then I see you get hit. I want to help you, so I go over to healing you and stuff.
Yeah. I sidestepped your Q, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm kind of dying here myself, right? But I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah.
Hoping.
True gentleman.
I'm like paid protective service, you know?
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
No, but it's just a good thing to keep in mind. Always try and walk on the opposite side. And I'll go to show some other examples too. Just the second one is a dragon here. I think it's this one. Is it this one where I'm like, fuck it, we just go Drake? No, it's not that one. It's Baron. Is it this one?
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Slightly behind here. No, this is one we get fisted. It must have been this one then. Yeah. It's like we saw that team mid lane, right? And that's why I want to contest the dragons, so we can't be here. And we know that team is coming here somewhere. It's like you want to then always, when you're playing, subconsciously position yourself away, right? So you have like certain, let's call it sandbags. Let's imagine this is like a war zone. It's like here's a sandbag, which is me, right? So you wanna put yourself on the opposite side here and use the cover that you can like create, you know?
Yeah.
To like avoid certain things from happening in this game here, which is
Mm.
as an example Fizz. And I think, if I'm not wrong, that he gets a direct ultimate on you again. Because you kind of like expose. It's fine. This is understandable if they were here. But then again, we're not sure. It's like I wouldn't even like go here even, or I don't want to be like the closest one.
Yeah.
Towards where they can possibly be.
Yeah, I
It's like where Echo's standing as an example.
Mm.
Or like with me. And
So
then
to like simplify it really easy, the Herald fight, they came like the threat was from the right, so I want to stand on the left
yeah,
of my teammates and
Mhm.
then reverse on this side when the
Mhm.
threat is on the left.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just show one more example here. I'm not sure how far in it was. It's when we started pushing the tower.
But I should hug like
Yeah. You want to hug
Going
this
down.
side here.
yeah.
Because Vi is going to come from here. So like by standing on this side here, you're giving yourself the most amount of time possible to react or do something or evade or dodge, you know? Like you're making the most distance from yourself from the enemy as possible by placing yourself on this side here. And the same thing's going to apply on this side here. I can link you one video that I would recommend watching if you're like interested in listening to me talk complicatedly for 20 minutes. But I've got a lot of positive feedback on that one, so I would say it's good.
I see.
I'll link it after though.
Yep.
But yeah, that's basically it. Like, this is like the thing I didn't catch last game, right? And then like the other thing was the macro thing, and I think you got like a general idea of that. Obviously, like an always thing to improve on is CS, but that's kind of like non-explanatory. Like everyone can work on that until you become trophy and get 12 CS per minute. Right. And
I
there's
think I got a good understanding.
yeah.
Of
I mean,
what
your CS wasn't terrible this game, and I didn't like catch anything, so it's not like something that really stands out. But like
Yeah.
the fundamentals of things you need to improve on the most is just laning phase, because you, as you saw in this lane here, there's a lot to like squeeze out from the lane, you know.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look at the laning difference in gold here. After I don't know, say I'm pretty sure the lane wasn't even over at this point, right? So you have 13. You managed to get 1300 gold lead here. And even without the killing her, you would have still had roughly, let's say, 800. So you would have still had a 400 gold lead between you and the other ADC without like doing any killing. Just based on like recognizing that you're the stronger person and denying them farm by freezing and shoving at the right times, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll just write that down. Boom. Okay, yeah. That's basically it for
Yep.
now. And you can tell me in the future if you notice anything better or worse.
Right.
But overall, how do you feel? Worth or not worth? Or
No, I would say it was worth, honestly.
okay.
Like, even if I didn't even play well, it's like was still pretty obvious to see like the mistakes and the patterns of my overall gameplay, I would say.
Yeah.
So I think that I got like my biggest problem out of the way, honestly.
Because like there isn't anything that's gonna be like, oh, you do this and then you like instantly climb, you know?
Yeah.
There isn't like any like LP hack unless you're like really low, because then there are just like one thing you can do. Like as an example, like silver to gold. Like this one thing you can tell someone is play AP Shyvana jungle and just literally AFK farm, ignore the map till 20 minutes. You have 200 CS and then you play the map and then you're like always you're gonna have like a 65% win rate guaranteed until like gold, right? But like when you come to like platinum and stuff, there aren't any like huge cheat codes like that. It's more about then how to like take advantage of the players, as an example. or like the mistakes they do, right? Like Ash overstepping or something, or just general small things you can take advantage of, rather. Because obviously the gap becomes smaller. Or like the differences you can make to become like a better player becomes less easy. Like not as easy to do when you like get the higher ranks.
Yeah.
Like major improvement is gonna honestly, like obviously gonna happen a bit slower at higher ranks as opposed to lower.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alright,
thank you
You have
though.
a good time. Yeah, no problem, no problem.
I'm gonna go in Danny now.
Yeah.
It was nice
Bye-bye.
talking. I don't think we talked before.
No, I don't think so either.
Because you're like banned from.
Oh, you mean the Beck incident?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that was a few years ago. Well, it's
Okay.
fine. It's
Take
fine.
care, man.
Yeah, you
I'm
too.
gonna upload this on
Bye-bye.
YouTube, by the way. So
Yeah, sure.
if
I
you want to
actually,
watch
like,
back
I
something, or
figured it actually that you would do that.
yeah, I mean, I could make it private or not. It depends up to
No,
you.
no, it's whatever. Like, I don't care. It's fine.
It's just so you can go back and like rewatch something if you want to get inspired, or
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's the purpose of YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna leave the Discord here, all the notes, whatever you may do, whatever you wish.